Well, joining me now, founder and managing director of Outreach Strategies and former consultant for the Department of Homeland Security, Mustafa Tameez. He's with me now. Mustafa, thank you for joining us. We were just talking in the break. I was asking you, is there any state or city or country in this world who is doing police training better than we are here?
Well, I think that in the state of Texas, in the city of Houston, where I'm from, we're approaching this training in a very different way. We're not talking at officers, but we're talking with them and getting them to talk with each other.
What does that mean?
So we're trying to do exercises that allow officers to put themselves in the role of community leaders, community activists, so they can see these issues not from their perspective, but putting them in other people's shoes so you can see it in a different way. And we think that's a very important part.
Teaching empathy.
Teaching empathy, and also at the same time, getting them to see how others react to this type of shootings and what's happening around them.
Your state is a minority-majority state. You were talking to me about a lot of the problems we're facing. The confrontations with the police force and regular citizens have to do with the change in demographics. What do you mean by that? Well,
look, Texas became a majority-minority state in 2004. By 2044, this country will look like Texas, and by 2065, Asian Americans will outpace Latinos as first generation. So if you think about the gravity of what's happening demographically, we have to start finding ways to talk with each other. And we speak different languages, we come from different cultures, and that's going to be the critical part, whether we're successful or not.
The head of the NAACP was asking today that there should be a policy that dictates what exactly is the use of excessive force. Do you agree with that, and would that make a difference?
I think everything's going to make a difference, but they're incremental changes. What we really have to do is approach these issues from a different perspective. It's not about are you for the police or are you for the community. It's how do we work together so that we understand others' perspectives. And when we're able to do that, you're able to treat each other with a lot more respect, and you build respect and you build trust.
We cover these shootings after shootings after shootings. Tell me something that will transform the way we think about the police force.
Wow, big topic, right?
Look, no pressure.
Look, I think one of the things is that we as Americans don't see how difficult the job is for the police force. They make a lot of personal sacrifices to protect us. At the same time, sometimes police officers don't see how everyday average citizens, especially in communities of colors, are looking at them. And we've got to find a way to facilitate that dialogue in a meaningful way, not where we're talking at each other, but we're really talking with each other.
We talk about Black Lives Matter. That's a very big movement. Do we need to have more behind Blue Lives Matter?
Look, I think that the focus that I think we should have is about lives, that each of us come from a very different perspective, but we need each other. We can't do it about the others. We need law enforcement in communities of colors protecting them. At the same time, community of colors need to feel more comfortable. And I think that only is about how do you build trust through giving each other respect.
If you're at home watching this broadcast tonight, and you feel hopeless, that you just can't make a difference, what can people in their communities do that could help deal with this issue?
Well, I think every day you hear someone that you disagree with, and often we just turn away from that. And we have to start kind of coming together in a way where we're listening to people that we disagree with. And so we may not agree with their viewpoint, but we cannot say that they're not American or they're not important. And holding those two different beliefs in our mind is going to be the key on how we come together as a nation.
Fascinating discussion. Mustafa Tameez, trained over 1,500 police officers in Texas. Thank you for your comments.
Thank you.